Hello, and thank you for applying for the job. I'm going to show you very quickly what it is we're looking for. So we have data here. As you can see, we have MLS number, we have the address of the house, the city of a house, the county, the zip code, how much the price was, how many days on market. That's DOM here, days on market before it's sold. Bedrooms, bathrooms, how big was the house square footage wise, who's the owner, who owns the house, what's the owner's address, which city does the owner live in. See, here is where the house is, and here's where the owner is. Sometimes it's the same, sometimes it's different. Sometimes the person lives in the house, like Ahmed here, he lives in the house. You can see Rami Street, and here is Rami Street. Okay, so sometimes they live in the house, and sometimes they don't live in the house. But regardless, here we have some more information here, year built, brick, if it's a one-story or two-story, and then here we have the latitude and longitude of where the property is located on the map. We have a lot of other information here. Residential, for example, is important, and what the property sold for last. So the reason why this is important, I'll show you, is because we are trying to build something like this, where you have county, city, zip, but if we do county, for example, which we are primarily in Michigan, USA, you click Michigan, and then you click a county, so Genesee, for example, and I'm going to hit proceed. Now in Michigan, there's 83 counties total, 83. But right now, we're just going to do one county. And here on the left, you're going to see some filters that are going to load. So on the left here, we have when did the house sell, which remember, we know this information because here, sold date, right there. And then how many properties did the person purchase? So this is still being worked on. We are working on a scraper that will go in and pull up Ahmed's houses and it tell us how many houses he purchased. So we do want this eventually. Out-of-state owners. Well, out-of-state owners, obviously, if Ahmed, if his taxpayer address is out of the state of Michigan, then he's going to be included. And so on and so forth. Property type, residential or commercial. These here that I showed you were all residential. Remember on the right-hand side here, I showed you residential, so we know that they're residential. How many bedrooms and bathrooms and year built and square footage was all on our sheet over here, right? When we showed you this here, you have all that information. See, year built. We have it, whether it's one story, two story, which I'd like to add. Also, bedrooms and bathrooms, they're all here. And then over here, it's a little bit more specific, but mostly residential right now. Sales price, what did it sell for? Well, here, look, it goes all the way up to $1 million, but sales price, we already know this, the sold price. See that right there? There's the filter. And then you can basically search. So when you search, notice how this map appears of Genesee County. So this is going to be this. We're going to go to the state of Michigan, right here in the United States. That's the state of Michigan. And you can zoom in based on the data that we inputted, and it shows all of the zip codes here. And you're able to go into a certain zip code, for example, and then you can preview that selection of data. And when you preview it, I'm going to show you what that looks like too. So when you preview it, here it would show Ahmed's name. It would show who owns the house. It would show where the property is, and then it would also show where Ahmed lives. Okay? So on the left hand side, right there, it's gonna show the property address, which is right there. And then over here on the right side, owner address, it's gonna show the taxpayer address, which is right here. Again, sometimes they live in the same place, sometimes they don't. Also, this shows how many houses that they own, which will be a column that we will add. Here it shows the Google Map image of the house, It also shows the current value of it, plus the sales price, the year built, when was the last time it was sold. All this information is here, and then you're able to download it. So when you hit proceed, you are able to download this information, and then it'll give it to you in a CSV file. So we're trying to build this map here. We're trying to build it where we're allowed to import everything. Now, I do have a programmer who's already working on the import part, but we are struggling on the map part. How do we pull all of this information onto a map with the zip codes here? And here's another similar program here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this. Let's see here. Tap to enter your zip code. Let me see here. I'm going to hit submit. Let's see here. 75. Let's try that one. Well, that they want a promo code. Oh, here you go. Search city or state. Let's just say Novi, Michigan. Let me try something else. Let me try Dearborn. Here you go. Okay, so this is a similar program here. So we can zoom in, you know, and it shows this. This one doesn't have the zip codes. We prefer the zip codes, to be honest with you, but it's similar. It just has different colors that mean different things, and you're able to kind of click inside of here and, you know, get a little bit more specific on things. But you know, we prefer something more like this with the zip code. So hopefully this video gave you a little bit of background into what it is we're looking for, you know, for this project that we're looking for. I'm also going to show you the page source of this. I don't know if that's going to help you, but we'll go ahead and just kind of show it to you here. I'll go a little bit slow so you can see it. Okay, even if you want to pause this video and see, you can rewind, of course. Yep, so here it is. And if this helps you, great. If not, then we can try to get you access so you can take a deeper look into what it is that we're looking for. Okay, so again, thank you for taking the time to look at this video. I hope it gave you some nice clarification on everything, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.